we have parallel lines and transversal. Parallel lines are lines that never intersect each other. For example, here line L and line M are the two lines that are never going to intersect each other, no matter how far you extend them to this side or to that side, they are never going to intersect each other. Therefore, line L and M are known as the parallel lines, right? Whereas, what about the transversal? Lines intersecting two parallel lines at two distinct points. Now, these two parallel lines are intersected by a line at 2 points. This is one point and this is another point. So, at two different points, the line is intersecting the two parallel lines L and M. So, we can say that the line N is the transversal. So, that was about parallel lines and transversal. Now, we come to the topic. Now, when you can see over here that the transversal is intersecting the two parallel lines, you have set of angles formed. You have 8 angles formed. Out of these 8 angles, you can see 4 are formed on one and 4 are formed on the other. So, in total, we have 8 angles. Now, coming to the types of angles they formed are the interior angles. Interior angle means the angles that are lying to the interior of the lines. Now, the interior refers to this portion. So, what are the angles lying in the interior? The angles lying in the interior would be angle 2, angle 3, angle 8 and angle 5. These are the interior angles that are lying inside the parallel lines. What about the exterior angles? The ones lying outside, that means 1, 4 and 7, 6. So, we write down angle 1, angle 4, angle 7 and angle 6 are the exterior angles. Next, we have the corresponding angles. Corresponding angles means the positions correspond each other. For example, the angle 1 is corresponding to angle 5, 2 is corresponding to 6, 4 is corresponding to 8 and 3 is corresponding to 7. So, we write the pairs. The corresponding pairs would be 1 and 5, 2 and 6, 4 and 8, last one 3 and 7, right? So, I have written down the 4 corresponding pairs possible. Next, we have the alternate angles. Alternate means if one is to the left, the other is going to lie on the right. So, we can have the alternate angles. We can have two types of alternate angles, that is 2 is alternate to 8 and 3 is alternate to 5. But these are the interior angles. So, we can say the alternate interior angles. So, that means here we have two categories of the interior angles, or you can say the alternate angles. There we have the interior, we have the exterior. So, first of all, we will write the interior alternate angles. The interior ones would be in the pair angle 2 and angle 8, then angle 3 and angle 5. Now, these are forming alternate interior angles. Similarly, we can have alternate exterior angles also. For alternate exterior, let us check. We would have angle 4 alternate to 6 and 1 alternate to 7. So, we can write over here angle 1 and angle 7, angle 4 and angle 6, right. So, it depends how you have numbered them. Because I numbered them in this way, I have numbered them, I am going to write them in this way. If you number it 7, 8, depending on that it is going to lie. But do not ratify these. You have to actually understand the logic that based on their positions we are going to classify them as interior, exterior, corresponding, alternate and so on. The last one over here is the co-interior angles. Now, co-interior means they are lying in the interior only, but they are lying together, that is on the same side, you can say. So, we can write the interior angles are that are interior only, that are lying in the interior of the lines and they lie on the same side of transversal, right. Because we have the transversal N, so we can check the interior angles on the same side. This transversal N has interior angles 2, 5 and 3, 8. 2 and 5 are lying on the same side. So, that means the co-interior angles are 2 and 5. This is one pair. The other pair would be 3 and 8. So, now we have the two pair of co-interior angles. Every time the two parallel lines are intersected with one transversal, they will have these many angles with them. Now we have the properties of these angles that we have discussed. First one is that the corresponding angles are always equal. What are the corresponding angles over here? 1, 5. So the pairs are going to be equal to each other. That is, if you want to write, angle 1 is going to be equal to 5, 2 will be equal to 6, 4 will be equal to 8, and 3 is going to be equal to angle 7. Next is that alternate angles are always equal. We have the alternate angles also. We have 4 pairs of alternate angles, that is 2 equal to 8, 3 equal to 5, 1 equal to 7, and last one 4 equal to 6. The last property is that co-interior angles are supplementary. As we just discussed, what are supplementary angles? Supplementary means the angles will add up to give you 180 degrees. So over here we say that the co-interior angles are always supplementary. What are the two co-interior angles possible over here? As we discussed, they were angle 2 and 5. So that means 2 and 5 added together are going to give you 180, as well as the sum of angle 3 and angle 8 is going to be 180 degrees. So that was about the properties of angles.